The city of Castella is a growing city with a rich cultural and natural heritage. Its name comes from the Latin castellum, meaning castle. It's located on a coastline and its tourism is flourishing. The city has a lot to offer, and here we shall present you Castella in 10 steps.
The island of Barbarinac is the largest and the most beautiful island in Castella Bay. Although it looks small in comparison to the other islands in the Adriatic Sea, every inch of it is beautiful. The island is an ecosystem for itself. You can see seagulls, small lizards, fishes, sponges, and a lot of other animals. It is covered with small bushes, large stones, and a black pine forest. In the Roman times, there was a lighthouse on the island which was signalized in Patra Salona, the capital of the province of Illyricum. Another remnant of the Roman times is the old olive. This olive tree is more than 1,500 years old, and it grows in Castelstav village. It is thought that it was brought from southern Italy or Greece. We presume that this olive is a remnant of a Roman agricultural estate, since we know that Romans had their estates in the area. She stands 10 meters tall, with a root system that takes up a space of more than 100 square meters, and the volume of her trunk is 6 cubic meters.
Jumping a few centuries and the Croats have settled in the area. Early medieval villages were built and with them small churches. One of those was St. Juraj, that is, George, a church built either in the 10th or 11th century at the villages of Radun. It's one of the best preserved early medieval churches. The church is a single-nave rectangular building with walls strengthened by buttresses. The graveyard around the church was used until the 16th century, when the villagers moved closer to the sea. In the 15th and 16th centuries, with the Ottomans posing a threat, noblemen started building castles, that is, castles, forts and fortified mansions. Castelstari was one of them. Literally translated, the old castle was built by a nobleman from Trogir, Coriolan Cipico, a writer and a humanist. He had his mansion built on a sea reef in 1476. His mansion, a combination of a fortress and a palace, was connected to the mainland by a drawbridge. After a fire, it was renovated in the Renaissance style.
The highest defense tower built in 1392 by Split's priest Givaldo. It's located in Castel Suciurac. It was built to offer protection for the peasants of the Puta village. With some extra adaptations, the tower turned into a small city by the sea. The first victims of Allied bombing in Croatia were located in Castel Suciurac. Located in Castel Gomilica, the tower, which is a part of Castelac, is the most beautiful and photographed castle tower in Castella. The fortress has a square-foot plan and in the past, at the entrance, a drawbridge. Castelac was also one of the locations where the Game of Thrones was shot.
Castle Vituri, located in Castel Lupšić, was built by two noblemen from Turkey, Nicola and Jerolim Vituri. They built the castle in order to protect their families and peasants of the Ostrog village. The castle was built as a lavish Renaissance palace, and its construction was completed in 1564. On the north side there are two defensive towers, machicolations, and originally a drawbridge. When the Turks were repelled in the 18th century, settlement walls were demolished and expansion began. Radoš Vituri, a nobleman from Lupšić, created the first park in Castella in the second part of the 18th century. Today the park is known as the Vituri Park. It's situated at the seaside in Castel Lupšić.
The original church was built in 1189, and the one standing today was raised in the 18th century. The biblical garden around is said to contain every plant mentioned in the Bible. Cool botanical garden of the Ostrog Primary School. All the work done since the beginning has been done by teachers and students. There are more than 1,400 different plants from all over the world.
There are many sites in Castella, and some of them are beautiful, restored and cared for, while others aren't really, and all. We hope that situation will improve, but until then, the city still has a lot to offer.